So Mimi Freedom One said, I think Gates owns Beyond Meats. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Hey fam, welcome back to another video. We're going to be doing our news, comments, and reports. We're going to jump into a few things. Not going to make a very long intro. Just want to wish everyone is doing well. Be safe out there. Watch your surroundings, of course. And hopefully you all are getting everything prepped for your holiday feast. Happy Saturday, fam. Let's jump into our news, comments, and reports. This is Shauna. I'm officially checking in over here at Moments with Us, of course. Checking in from New Jersey. Let's see what's going on. What? Bill Gates who? What he do now? Hoping you all can check in. Let us know where you are watching from and, of course, how you are doing. Firstly, we're going to just go ahead and play like a walkthrough that we recently did in the background just to give you guys some visual of something to look at besides the comments that's popping up on the screen. How we used to do it way back when we first started doing these news, comments, and reports. So if you want to see this actual walkthrough with me talking and everything, I'm going to link it above. But the background is just what's playing, but we are doing our news, comments, and reports. Like I said, the video would be linked above and also in a pinned comment down below if you're interested in actually seeing this full walkthrough with no comment interruptions. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. All right, so back to the Mimi Freedom One. I think Bill Gates owns Beyond Meats. So just to let you guys know, of course, if you don't know, Gates, even if he don't own a certain company, he have his money. I'm gonna say his money because he's a very wealthy person. I'm not gonna say wholeheartedly, but as far as financially wise, he's very wealthy. He have his money and a lot of things. Like I said, even if he don't own it, he's a part of a lot of things that we don't know about. That a lot of people probably just don't know about. Yes, Gates is, I think he one of the stockholders. He owned part of Beyond Meat, actually. All right, yeah. So do y'all remember the Impossible Burger? I believe was it Burger King that had that thing rolling out, that Impossible Burger, and people was trying to see if it actually tastes like real meat. So yes, he actually funded part of that being put out actually. So they said the Impossible Burger, their main ingredient was heme, which allowed the Impossible Burger to bleed like an actual beef burger, y'all. So they went ahead and set this burger out at least at 140 Oh, it's White Castle. So it was White Castle. I could have sworn it was Burger King too. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyhow, y'all. So yes, Bill Gates definitely invested in the Impossible Burger, and also he invested in Beyond Meat back in 2015, and he funded Beyond Meat $17 million. Yeah, $17 million. So definitely Mr. Gates here have his hand in the Beyond Meat. But you know what? Beyond Meat actually have been doing so bad. I don't even know if they're going to be on market maybe in a year or two from now. But we'll see. We'll see the little things that they do to try to make their sales, because honestly, their numbers have not been looking good. All right, so someone did share, not a fool, but something I can't get my hands on. Clear ammonia. I go through a lot, about 1.5 big bottles a month. I generally buy them 4 at a time, but now I can't find it anywhere. Granted, I live outside a very small town, but even when I travel to Walmart or other big stores, I can only find lemon, and I just can't use lemon. Next time you're at a store, just look to see if there's any. I'm curious. So y'all, have y'all been seeing, if you do, if it's something that you don't purchase, of course, it's not going to really catch your eye unless, you're really looking. So for those of you who use it, have y'all been having an issue finding the clear ammonia? I went to Dollar General right after I saw this, and I went to see if I see the clear ammonia. Let me show y'all what I seen. Well, at least for the dollar aisle, if you guys look straight down, all they have available was the lemon scented ammonia. That's why I definitely love when people put in the comments some shortages that they're starting to see, just because maybe I don't see it because I don't purchase that product. So when they put it in the comments, hey, it gives me a chance to actually check that product out the next time I do head out to the store. And y'all know I'm always in the stores, y'all. I'm always in the stores. So let's go ahead to the next. All right, so somebody did share a bag of dried pulverized bugs at only $48 per pound. That money could go to buy some tasty groceries instead. So this is 100% cricket powder. But y'all, honestly, before the whole bug talk became meteorized, so before it was out, on social media and the news and stuff like that, some people already actually been buying these items, but it's the fact that they're trying to actually put this in the food that we buy publicly too, and they trying to make it seem like it's okay, you know, and they also trying to make it like, oh, well, there's not going to be another option. It's better for the environment. Come on now, kick rocks and eat rocks, right? Am I right? All right, so Fritz0616 shared, you will either be traveling to another Walmart or going without, or skipping meals or starving if Walmart closed their stores, y'all. So y'all know Walmart is a part of taking over basically the whole retail business right now. They really is. This been a discussion, I think, since the last video, something like that, but it's been of a discussion. So yes, if Walmart was to close their doors, a lot of people would be without, especially people who live in like the smaller towns. Um, and it's just at Walmart. Then you got your basic Dollar General, and if you don't know the people who grow, or if you're not growing your own, or if you're not living next to that farm, and you can go ahead and buy basically everything you need from them, then you're pretty lucked out. And it sucks because Walmart came and closed down everything that they can close down so they can be the main store to shop at, and then they shut their doors right then and there, and boom, guess what? Leaves a lot of people without, and then they have to travel further, waste more money on gas, and then I'm sure the groceries are now more expensive, and that is a huge burden on families. So they go on and share that this is considered prime time for those 10-minute cities, especially for the city people that aren't wealthy. Imagine if they stopped all food stamps, how much control the government has over you then. There is over 40 million people on food stamps, and this was last year's numbers. That is probably is the easiest way to kill off the population if you really think about it. How freaking scary. I definitely, definitely, definitely get it. Just because there is a huge amount of people, I think the numbers are at its highest. A huge amount of people who actually went on government assistance. So people who need like the health care and food stamps and rental assistance, it goes much further than just food stamps. People who need assistance in general, that number have increased since the pandemic. A lot of people actually rely on this just because the working environment changed. I'm not going to just say the environment. So many companies have closed down, and it really sucks because a lot of people have been put in a situation, even people who are used to just providing everything, on their own, can no longer stay afloat. And the more people that they can get to rely on the government, guess what? It's much easier to press that button and say, hey, if you don't comply, then you can't live. You're going to be without assistance if you cannot comply. And honestly, that's the wholeheartedly truth. So thank you so much for sharing that in the comments. Definitely point out something that needs to be mentioned. All right, so Net did come through and share that salt is in short supply. And what I have found to be really short is powdered coffee creamers. Yes, I've seen it too, of any type, both in Walmart and Kroger. After seeing shortages and empty spots for months, both stores have condensed the shelf space allotted to them way down to very small sections. So these little aisles that used to be big and the shelves that used to have a huge variety of whatever item is now small little sections. And I've seen that done, especially in Walmart and ShopRite, and those are the main two stores that I go to. But yes, I've seen it done. And of course, Tonette is sharing all the way from Kentucky, y'all. So thank you, Tonette, for coming through and sharing in the comments. Y'all, salt. Yes, salt, salt, salt. I have been seeing salt and certain spices definitely fall short on the shelves. So definitely get your salt in your stockpile, y'all. So over on Facebook, people was of course going back and forth just because one couldn't afford to stockpile things that did not have, of course, that bioengineered label. This is my thing. You're going to stockpile whatever it is that you can while you can. You know, never, ever, ever make a person feel, let's say, smaller than you just because. You know, some people just grab and go. I don't think one person is in the position to judge the next person. It is what it is. Everyone have their own opinion. Yes, but you never belittle the next person because of the way that they choose to do things. Their family, their household, and it is what it is. So the person shared, it's what I can afford. So please stop bashing myself and others. And this is why when I do my walkthroughs, I show everyday items that families actually use, whether it's healthy, got all the crazy ingredients in it or not, because this is real life. I'm a real life person, you know. I'm not out here and I'm not trying to, make a scene or change my character and act like stuff not what it is. Because things are what it is. And this is the stuff that people buy. This is the stuff that people stockpile. This is the stuff that's in our stores. This is real life. And honestly, if you're really worried about the whole bioengineered thing, everything that we touch soon will have that whatever label up there, whether it's bioengineered or natural flavorings or whatever it is. It's going to have something up there that you might not want. But of course, if you can afford other items or if you grow your own and all of that stuff, then that's great too. But some people, it really gets to them when they're bashed for doing the best that they can. You know? You know what you do. You gonna eat, your family gonna eat, right? Whether, you choose to get, like I said, the more healthier options and the stuff that don't have all of that stuff, then hey, you do that. There are some people in the comments that just do that, and then you got everyday people that's just doing what they can do, and it is what it is. So we're gonna leave that there right where it's at. I felt for that person because they was really coming for that person. So we're gonna wrap this video up just right after this. So Chipotle, y'all, they're trying to make their establishment more so for the robots. So they're trying to get rid of actual workers and bring actual robots in. Let me share this with y'all real quick. All right, so Chipotle. So Chipotle founder opening a robot-powered meat-free restaurant. A few of them, actually. So each store will be manned by 3 people who will team up with robots to make meat-free burgers, y'all. Meat-free. So they're also going to open establishments that serve no meat at all and is ran by robots. Come on now. Are we not fast forward? Let's look at the year that they're actually trying to launch this. Here's the robot actually at work. It says we've taken a lot of human interaction out of the process and left just enough. Y'all remember when a lot of people were saying robots are going to rule the world? There will be no one actually in establishments, taking care of the businesses. Yeah, but there's a robot there, making your next Chipotle chicken whatever bowl. I personally don't like Chipotle. I tried it once in my life and it was not for me. So fast food companies have already been toying with the idea of introducing robots as a way of cutting costs in an industry that is facing higher food prices, coupled with minimum wage hikes in various states, y'all. So some companies also say they are finding it hard to attract staff. So we'll see how this work out. Of course, one of us will be seeing this in full-blown action before you know it. So L's. So they're scheduled to open a chain of restaurants called Colonel, with the first location expected to open in Manhattan, y'all, of course, and plans for at least a dozen more throughout New York over the next 2 years. Each store will be manned with 3 people, of course, it says, and of course with the robots. And a typical meal would consist of a veggie burger, salsa, pickled onions, and a toasted bun with crispy potatoes on the side. All right, and we did mention already how the plant-based meat, their sales in general have declined. That's why I don't understand why they are really doing this. But if you look at this, it says, however, a recent study by Technavio, a market research firm, predicts that the market for plant-based burgers, well, patties, whatever, is expected to increase by $2.13 billion by 2026. Now, 2026, 2027, 28, 29, 30, that's 4 years from 2030. Now, when I tell you guys that they put their foot to the pedal to speed up the plan for 2030, look at this. All of a sudden, how do they know that the sales for plant-based meat in general will all of a sudden increase? How do they know this? Because it's already being put in place. So we're going to leave this video right here where it's at. I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you are new here and you enjoyed today's video, all you have to do is subscribe, turn on that bell so you'll be notified when I upload. But until next time, y'all, this is Shauna. I'm officially checking out from Moments with Us. Make sure that you all stay prepped, stay blessed, stay safe. Most of all, remain beautiful queens and kings. Until next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.